Marcus Chen had worked night security at Redbrook Memorial Hospital for 3 weeks before he noticed the pattern. The East Wing had been closed for renovations. No patients, no staff, no reason for anyone to be there. But every morning at 3:47 a.m., camera 7 flickered. And in that static, Marcus saw something that made his coffee turn cold in his hands. Himself. Not a recording. Not a reflection. Him, wearing the same uniform, sitting in the same chair, staring at the same monitor. But in the footage, his face was wrong. His eyes were too wide. His mouth stretched into a grin that showed too many teeth. And then he watched himself die. Every night, a different death. Monday, he watched his throat open from ear to ear, his other self never stopping that horrible smile. Tuesday, he saw his own fingers claw out his eyes while he laughed silently. Wednesday, something dark and wet crawled from his mouth, splitting his jaw like a husk. Marcus reported it. Showed his supervisor. But the footage was always clean when anyone else looked. Just empty hallways. Just static. "You're working too hard," they said. "Take a night off." But Marcus knew. If he stopped watching, whatever he saw would stop being contained to the screen. Thursday night, he sat frozen as camera 7 flickered again. This time, his doppelganger stood up from its chair. It walked toward the camera slowly, each step impossibly loud through speakers that shouldn't have had audio. Pressed its face against the lens. That smile. Those teeth. "I've been practicing," it whispered. Marcus felt breath on the back of his neck. Warm. Wet. Smelling of copper and decay. He turned. The security room was empty, but on the monitor he saw himself still sitting in his chair, eyes fixed forward, unblinking, unmoving, and behind that Marcus, standing in the doorway of the security room, was something wearing his face. It waved at the camera. Marcus looked down at his hands. They were pale, cold. He couldn't feel his heartbeat anymore. On the screen, the thing in the doorway sat down in his chair, picked up his coffee, and smiled at camera 7. "Your shift is over," it said. The next morning, Marcus Chen clocked out at 6 a.m., just like always. He nodded at the day guard. He drove home. He called his mother. But somewhere in the closed East Wing, behind a door that no longer existed on any blueprint, something that used to be Marcus Chen crawled through the darkness, practicing new ways to die, waiting for camera 7 to flicker again.